Yeah.
43% of Ugandans aged 10 years and above own a mobile phone according to the National Population and Housing Census 2024. This means that the number of children with access to mobile phones and social media platforms such as TikTok, WhatsApp, Instagram, and others continues to grow. While digital technology has created opportunities for communication, learning, and entertainment, it has also exposed children to new risks. One of the growing concerns is the increasing exposure of children to online sexual content and exploitation.
In many cases, parents, caregivers, community leaders, policymakers, and even children themselves are not sufficiently aware of these risks and how to prevent them. Online sexual exploitation of children takes many forms, including commercial sexual exploitation, child sexual abuse material, online grooming for sexual purposes, sexting, sexual extortion, trafficking facilitated through digital platforms, and the live streaming of child sexual abuse.
Times, children are manipulated, are coerced, and they are innocent. So instead of treating these children as criminals, they should treat them as victims, rescue them, and guide them. Children need guidance in these circumstances because they are children.
Frequent users of social media platforms, especially TikTok, say it is becoming difficult to browse the internet without encountering sexually explicit videos, provocative content, and other inappropriate materials. Although efforts have been made to combat cybercrime and online abuse, children continue to access harmful content through various digital platforms. Several stakeholders have pointed to parents and guardians, saying many have failed to adequately monitor and guide their children's use of mobile phones and the internet.
Despite the different policies, despite the different laws, despite the different guidelines, including the health education and out-of-school life skills, we need the cooperation of the parents. We are talking about a multi-sectoral approach, and we are talking about a multidisciplinary strategy to deal with the vices that have to do with exposure of age-inappropriate information to our children.
Child rights advocates are now calling on all Ugandans to take a more active role in protecting children from online sexual abuse and harmful digital content. They argue that stronger enforcement of existing laws and regulations governing digital technologies is needed to improve online safety for children. Advocates are also urging parents, schools, government institutions, technology companies, and young people themselves to work together to promote responsible internet use and online safety awareness.
That there needs to be a concrete dialogue with UCC. Britain has taken that direction. They have taken a long time to get to that answer. And for them, they have had the national dialogue, they have had the conversations, until finally the government has come up with that as a stand. We need to do the same. Should we do it exactly as Britain? I don't know, because we are not cut from the same cloth. Britain is in Europe, we are in Africa. There are different circumstances and different situations. Britain might be able to enforce it because they have all the financing. We will not be able to. We have our systems here. That's why we need to have that dialogue.
Research by Safe Online shows that children and teenagers in Uganda are increasingly being exposed to pornography and other sexual explicit materials online. The study found that nearly 49% of children and teenagers in Uganda have encountered sexually explicit content on the internet. Experts warn that exposure to such content can negatively affect children's psychological well-being, shape unhealthy attitudes and behaviors, and increase their vulnerability to exploitation and abuse. Lydia Veli Akulu, NTV Tonight.